What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We have a brand new update for Season 6 with the proficiency for all of our heroes in Marvel Rivals. And we're going to start with Deadpool, just because he's obviously new. And we're going to go into here, and we're going to basically look at what the new proficiency looks like. Now, obviously, there's going to be all sorts of new levels of everything. And before we do that, let's look at the missions. The missions are going to be different now, okay? There's only 3 categories instead of 4, and you're going to get less points, but you get them a little bit quicker. So before, you used to get 60 points for every hour, and now you're getting 20 points for every 15 minutes. So you're actually getting 20 more points. And then, you know, you're getting these. And with the arcade mode, which is great because Annihilation, you're actually going to be able to do it 10 times per day instead of 5. So that's a nice change. I'd like to see it go to unlimited. And of course, on regular missions, you can do it permanently unlimited. There's less amount of points needed to go to the next level. And each reward level starts off as an agent. And as an agent, you get, you know, level 1, you get your basic kill animation and your basic, you know, card. At level 3 agent, you get this background, and then you're going to get a bunch of... It's going to be the same for every character, by the way. At Knight, which is level 5, you'll get your spray. Level 8, you'll get your Fantastic Deadpool title. And it's going to be Fantastic Warlock, Fantastic Rocket. You know, it's going to be the same thing for everybody. All right, so we're not going to look at necessarily every little title for every character. Otherwise, the video will be 40 minutes long. Maybe it still will be. But anyway, at level 10, you become a captain, and you get your animated kill. And then at Centurion level 15, you get the kind of cooler animated. At level 20, you become a Lord, and you get your Lord icon. This is the static Lord icon, which is pretty cool. At Lord level 24, you get your purple, nameplate. At level 25, you become a Count, and you get a little icon that you can put in the corner of your card. At level 29 Count, you become Uncanny. At level 30 Colonel, you get some kind of a frame that goes around your card. I can't really tell the difference between these frames. It says it's purple, but it doesn't look that way in the picture. So I don't know if that's just a graphic bug. 34 Colonel, you get the golden plate. At level 35, you become a warrior, and you get the little icon on the bottom. At 39, you become amazing. At 40, you become elite, and you get that kind of golden. And that looks right. You know, it looks like the golden one is always there. Obviously, you get the unsealed molecules and some units each time as well, which is really nice. Free units. Level 45, you become a guardian. And then at level 50, you become a champion. At champion level, you get the animated icon, which is awesome. It's pretty dope. You get your little badge at 55. At level 60, you become immortal. At level 65, you get the kind of all the colors in your nameplate. And then at level 70, you become legendary, and you get your legendary title. So these are going to be the same for every character. So we're just going to kind of look at, you know, some of the unique things for each character. So you got, you know, Adam Warlock here. You know, you've got, that's his nameplate. There's his animation. Those stay the same. Obviously, his Lord icon is still the same. You got your purple. These aren't very unique. They're all the same for everybody. You know, obviously, Uncanny Adam Warlock. And then you get your golden. You get your amazing. You know, you get that. Here is his animated Lord icon, champion icon, I guess you could say. So that I like these. These are really cool. Obviously, legendary Adam Warlock. So again, immortal, legendary, all the titles are the same. You know, the badges or the nameplates look a little bit different. So Angela, I actually should go back to Adam Warlock real quick because we probably want to look at their mission types. Healing and a total of KOs and assists. So pretty easy stuff right there. And 13, I mean, that's a nice low number. You're getting a low amount of points, but you can get 70 points a day on arcade. And I mean, you know, that's pretty good. You can level up a couple times. All right, now to Angela. For Angela's proficiency, block damage and reach KOs. I don't like the ones that are like, you got to get final hits. I think they should all just be reach KOs. Oh, I don't know that I've ever seen this. All right, there is her Lord icon. Now, one thing I did notice for Loki, Loki does not have the Lady Loki one visible. I'm sure once you have a Lord, you can look at it. So there's her animated. The animated is just sick. You know what I mean? Like these are cool. These are okay. I don't know that I love the silhouette. I think I kind of wish that you could actually see the character, but I get it. So, all right, Black Panther. It's obviously his new skin from the Battle Pass. For his missions, see, this is it. Final hits. I mean, hey, it's cool, but just I wish they were just KOs, you know? Because it's nothing worse than doing like all the damage and having somebody else get the final hit. But you got damage and final hits for him. You know, obviously, you know, fantastic Black Panther. I've definitely seen those before. There's his Lord icon. I'm very interested to see if this is supposed to be purple around it, but got the golden nameplate, you know, amazing. All right, there's his animated. His animated is pretty cool. But of course, you've got that, and then legendary Black Panther. All right, so Black Widow. For her, you've got final hits and damage. So that might go a little slower. The ones that are final hits obviously go a little bit slower than other characters. I feel like, and here's another thing I don't know, okay? As you level up, does this number go up? It's possible. Does this number go up? Possible. We don't know this yet because it's tough to actually play real matches on the test server. It's not tough. I'm being selfish because I want to play Deadpool and I don't want to invest a lot of time into other characters, but maybe I should do it for science. So there's her animated badge for champion. So now we are no longer striving. Oh, I like that right there. We're no longer striving for Lord. We're striving for champion. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how many points you need. It's possible these questions have been answered on social media. That's Blade's new Battle Pass skin. But I haven't seen it. Obviously, follow Miller. 8M's Iller on the Twitter because he is the authority on all things Marvel Rivals. I'm very interested to see what his animated looks like. I know I'm kind of going fast, but if you really need to see it for any longer, you know, you can just pause the video. I'll try to like hang out a little longer on the animated ones. So there's the animated for Blade, which is, you know, pretty nice. I don't love it that his sword actually blocks his face, but yeah, whatever. All right, so there's Blade. All right, so we have Hulk Smash, KOs, and block damage. Okay. There's his Lord icon. I don't know if some of these have changed. I have 19 Lords, including all of the Strategist. If you have a Lord, you should start at level 20. So you should have everything up to level 20. And then any extra points should count. Oh, his Lord icon's pretty sick. Or champion icon. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And then Legendary Hulk. Alright, so Captain America. So for him, it's KOs and block damage. Probably should go a little bit faster now, I think. Although I do wish they left 4 categories, gave us more opportunities to get points. But that feels like they're kind of artificially reducing it. But I don't know. I mean, it might go fast. Like I don't know what happens after level 1. Do you need more than 125 points? That's pretty cool. Making these animated, that's such a cool thing to strive for, you know? I don't know. These types of things are the things that make me... All right, so 15 KOs and assists. Healing, this should be quick. I have the most points for Cloak and Dagger, so I should hopefully... You know, I'll have all this stuff, obviously. We'll have our fantastic Cloak and Dagger. I should hopefully get all the way up to at least 30. You know, so that's still the same. That's nice. Very nice. We're going to be doing lots of grinding. This is going to be our go-to game. We're going to be Lord farming, champion farming. Going to have to get in the habit of saying champion farming. Because, you know, that is what it is now. I think that's the same. I can't wait to see these in-game tomorrow. Also, probably the first hour of stream tomorrow is going to be claiming all of this. Oh, man. I think everybody is going to be doing the same thing, just logging out. That's so sick. Just logging in and, like, claiming all their stuff, you know, from a year's worth of playing. So, all right. We already did Deadpool. So here's Doctor Strange. God, I can only imagine what King Greek is going to have for this. He might already be a champion. King Greek, absolutely top 10 Doctor Strange player in the world. And I don't even, like, that's not even, like, blowing smoke, all right? King Greek is already a champion Doctor Strange. And you should be following King Greek right there. He's going to have that right away. I did play King Greek last night in our Deadpool stream. And I held my own against him, which is a huge win for me. Because King Greek is substantially better at this game than me. Yeah. So there's her Lord icon. I mean, most people are probably thinking they're substantially better at the game than me. All right, that's sick. I love these animated Lord icons. They're so good. There's their legendary. All right. Gambit I should have a decent amount of points for, too. Gambit, I would say right now, I can already tell you Deadpool is my favorite character to play in this game. Okay? Gambit and Moon Knight are probably 2 and 3. I'm very nervous about the nerfs they made to Gambit, so I'm very interested to see what that's like in game. But oh, look at that. That's so cool. Deadpool is definitely who I'm going for champion first. I'm going to get to this level 50 champion with characters and then go on to the next one. These are cool and I'll get them eventually. But I want those animated icons. So, and then we got Groot, and we're done with our first page. I don't think a lot of that stuff has changed. All right, there's his Lord icon. All right, there's his animated. Nice, very nice. All right, now we go down to the Hawkman, the Hawk-Tua. Some of the dialogue that that Deadpool has with everybody is so funny. He calls Hawkeye the Hawk-Tua. And there's his animated. It would be kind of dope if the animated ones could change based on the skin you're wearing, but I understand that would be tough. I've been working on Hela. I'm okay with Hela. I'm not great. I think I'm actually better with Phoenix. I feel like they're very similar characters. Her animated is very nice. Tort. Oh, I'm not showing their missions. My bad. Damage and 4 final hits. Okay. My bad, guys. I forgot about it. I got kind of in the zone. I'll go back. Very cool. Shout out to Free Willy Rocks. All right, let's go back to oops. So hers 7 final hits. Why does she have 7 final hits and Johnny has 4? That's what I want to know. All right. But again, I really just think it should be all right. 6 final hits and damage. Probably just keep my finger on the escape button. I don't remember where. All right, I know I showed Cloak and Dagger. Did I show Daredevil? Final hits. Block and reach 6 KOs. KOs and block. Healing and KOs assist. He's going to be so easy. So easy to level up. KOs and block damage. Okay. All right, we're caught up. So Invisible Woman. Lord Icon's the same. There's her banner. Oh, I love how her eyes glow. That's awesome. All right, dang it, the Iron Fist. Final hits and deal damage. All right, this is Lord Icon. Not bad. They did a good job with these. This is a really, I think this is a really fun update. My mouse is acting up. I don't think I showed hers, which is healing. And all right, it's the same as Gambit. All right, we got Iron Man. Final hits and damage. This is easy. Lord Icon's the same. There's the banner. His eyes kind of glow, which is cool. And then Legendary Iron Man. All right, Jeffy Poo. Okay, 13 KOs and assists. He should be. This is going to be an easy one too. Oh man, that his face looks so weird. I noticed that once I got Jeff to Lord, I don't think I ever used him again. Because I only have like 15 extra points or something. Like a very small number. So... he needs the Jeff Pool emote. Or skin. Legendary Jeff the Shark. Alright, so... alright, here's the thing, okay? So, if I was on my account, I could show you... you know, whether or not the Lady Loki Lord icon is an option. But it doesn't give you the... like, I have the Lady Loki skin equipped right now. And it doesn't show you what hers is. I know they just added it. So, I don't know, like, how you display it otherwise. And obviously, you're not going to get the this is the one that I want to see for Lady Loki, but it's not in here for us to show at the moment. So maybe once the full game is out, I don't know how they're going to do that, but it is supposed to be in the game. All right, Luna was my last strategist that I got to Lord. Okay, it's weird how inconsistent some of these are. Like, this is only 13 KOs and assists. My mouse is going slow. Let's see if my controller is faster. Magic. Just 5 final hits and 4,400 damage. There's your Lord icon. Yeah, I'm just better with a controller than a mouse. Oh, it'd be super cool if her eyes were a little more like red and demonic. But that one's pretty cool. Alright, so now we're on to Magneto. 7 KOs, 9,000 block. Anyone that just has KOs instead of final hits, it's going to be so much faster. Oops. There's his animated. There's that. Legendary Magneto. Alright. Healing. See, 17 KOs and assists. Lord icon is the same. This one's okay. I mean, I don't know what I expected. I didn't expect anything any different. But one of the least cool so far. I don't know. That was also her new Battle Pass skin. Alright, so we got Readington. Be kind of cool if his hand stretched a little bit more, but I understand there's some limitations there. So, all right, then Moon Knight. That's obviously his new skin from the Battle Pass. I should actually be. I don't know that I'm gonna get all the way. I'll definitely get here. I probably have enough points to at least get like somewhere around here with Moon Knight. This one's okay. I like how they have the onks going there. Almost, we're third page. 5100 damage, 4 final hits. I just realized I keep forgetting to show. His Lord icon's the same. I don't think any of the Lord icons changed. I could just stop saying it's the same. We know it's the same. Alright, there's this animated. Got some bubbles and some ocean. Very nice. Let's go back up here. I don't think I showed. So he's a final hits. Not bad. And I don't remember if I showed reads. Final hits. Okay. And he's damage. Okay. Alright, Penny. Block damage and KOs. Easy peasy. I do have Penny at Lord. Really fills the box there. So that's cool. Legendary Penny Parker. Alright, so we have the Scarlet Witch. She's damage and final hits, which makes sense. She was final hits before. Oh, I love that one. That one's cool. I bet this is gonna be a really cool one. It's cool, but not as cool as I thought. The fingers kind of get in the way, but it's cool. All right, Psylocke, final hits and damage. I know I kind of went fast on that, but you can probably see it. There's your animated. Alright. Rocket Raccoon. He is KOs and assist in healing. So that's pretty nice. For all my Rocket fans out there, Manny, Creeper, Leo Wild, Rouge, KOs, okay, and damage. I don't actually think I've seen that one yet before. She's still pretty new. I actually don't think I've seen many Lord rogues yet. Alright, that one's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That one's actually really cool. I don't know what the coolest one is yet. I honestly can't remember them all, but I don't know. I'm very interested to see what's your favorite. Alright, so there's Rogue. Oh, the Scarlet Bit. Hey, didn't see you there. Alright, 5 hits. So she's a final hitter. Lord icon. Oh, I love what they're doing with her eyes there. That's perfect. So good. All right, home stretch. This is the new 8-bit Spider-Man. People take such offense when I say you have to have literally no life to be good at Spider-Man, but it's actually a compliment. I mean it with the utmost respect. Like, this is a character that I will never be good at. I can assure you that. Oh, this bitch. All that time. I made such a great video, my deepest, darkest Marvel Rivals secret. It was so good, and no one watched it. It broke my little heart because of all the suffering I went through to make that video. Ugh. Wait, it adds the scroll to her head. Oh, alright, Tippy Toe was there before, but you can see Tippy Toe more. Well, if you're a loser and a weirdo and talk about sniffing her feet, I guess you deserve to have the stupid squirrel. That was his battle pass skin. Vodka loves it. I don't understand anybody that likes Squirrel Girl. First of all, easiest character in the game. Second of all, incredibly stupid character. That one's really good. I like that one a lot for some reason. Probably never going to get it because I'm not that good at Star-Lord, but Legendary Star-Lord. That one is really fitting. All right, we got Storm. That's her new battle pass skin. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Oh, yeah, that one's good. I like that one. That one's really cool. It really brings it to life. All right, Punisher. That was cool. It would have been cool if they used a little bit more smoke. Legendary The Punisher. Ah, shoot, I've been forgetting. Reach KOs, block damage. Dang it, I'm sorry. It's just you get in the zone. I'll go back. Really sorry. I have him as Lord. This is really cool. Legendary The Thing. Alright, Punisher. Final hits and damage. Storm. Final hits and damage. Star-Lord. Final hits and damage. Squirrel Girl. Final hits and damage. Spider-Man. Final hits and damage. Low numbers, though. I think this is the last one that I showed. Alright. Just in case. Yeah, that was the last one I showed. Alright, so we just showed thing 4. I really have him at Lord already. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. I'm very much looking forward to what that looks like. I just wish it was a different skin. It's cool. I don't know. It's not how I envision Thor. All gray. You know, it should be blonde. But, whatever. Legendary Thor. Alright, last 4. Alright, so we got Ultron. Oh, I didn't do it for Thor either. I'm sure it's final hits and damage. That one's sick. That one's awesome. That's one I would want to get pretty quick. Let me go back to Thor real quick. Block damage and reach KOs. So not even final hits. All right. Venom, block, and KOs. I bet this one's actually going to be really awesome. His mouth has to like open and close. They could do something. I'm not going to go yet. They could do something really sick if his mouth went all the way closed and opened. This could have been so much cooler if his mouth actually came down way more and you could see his eyes. It's still cool. I think if you're a Venom fan, you're going to like it, but all right, Winter Soldier. This is his new Battle Pass skin. Bucky. Final hits and damage. I bet this one's going to be cool. Yeah, it's pretty sinister. All right, and last one, the new Battle Pass skin for Wolverine. He is final hits and damage. Well, that one's pretty cool. All right, and that is it. That is all the proficiency updates. You can see all the different mission types for all the characters. I know it's a little out of order. This starts tomorrow. All your points that you've already accumulated will be accounted for. So anybody that you already have at Lord, you will already be at least at the Lord level, and then the other points should count too. And I would love to know if you guys have a favorite animated. The Deadpool one's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say Deadpool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see ya.